MyPi Educational Services.
Hi learners, welcome again to another episode of our learning. In our last video, we talked about introduction to fractions, and I explained to you what fraction is all about. So in this lesson, we'll talk about the operations that can be performed on fractions. So let's start with addition and subtraction of proper fractions. Addition and subtraction of proper fractions. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to add and subtract proper fractions with and different denominators. So let's take a look at one or two examples. I told you earlier on that proper fractions usually have smaller denominator and smaller numerator than denominator. Look at this example here. Example 1. The question says, work out 5 out of 9 plus 2 out of 9. As you can see, these two fractions have the same denominators. They are called like fractions. It is very easy to work this out. Solution. So you just pick one of the denominators. So that will be your LCM. Then you add the numerator, 5 plus 2. And the answer is 7 out of 9. It's as easy as that. So let's take a look at another example here. Example 2. In example 2, we have the same number, 5 out of 9. Now this time around, minus 2 out of 9. So you have to work this out. Solution. So as usual, since they are like fractions, so you pick one of the denominators, which is 9, then you subtract the numerator, we have 5 minus 2. And 5 minus 2 will give you 3 out of 9. Now this fraction can be simplified to the simplest form. So by dividing both the numerator and denominator by 3. So here we have 3 divided by 3, that will give you 1, and 9 divided by 3 will give you 3. So our final answer will be 1 out of 3. Let's take a look at another example here. That's example 3. Now, in example 3, we have work out 1 out of 10 plus 3 out of 5. As you can see, these two fractions do not have the same denominators. They are called unlike fractions. Unlike fractions with different denominator. So how do we solve it? 1 out of 10 plus 3 out of 5. The first thing we need to do is find the LCM of the denominator. That is the LCM of 10 and 5. That will give you 10. After that, you do 10 divided by 10. That will be 1. Then you multiply your 1 by 1. The same thing will be applicable to the next fraction. 10 divided by 5. That will give you 2. Then you multiply the 2 by 3. So 1 times 1 will give you 1, plus 2 times 3, that will give you 6. So finally we have 1 plus 6, that will be 7 out of 10. Let's take a look at another example on subtraction. Example 4. Example 4 says, work out this fraction. We have 4 out of 5 minus 1 out of 3. Solution. Here, the LCM will be 15. These are unlike fractions, so we have 4 out of 5 minus 1 out of 3. So the LCM of 5 and 3 is 15. 15 divided by 5 will give you 3, and 3 times 4. 15 divided by 3 will give you 5, then we'll have 5 times 1. So 3 times 4 will give you 12, minus 5 times 1 will give you 5. And 12 minus 5 will give you 7 out of 15. So that is the final answer. So that is very easy. In our next lesson, we're going to talk about adding and subtracting big numbers. Thank you very much for your time, and please have a wonderful time to yourself. Bye.